To go along with the coat and pants that I patterned in my last videos, I want to create a cropped long sleeve from the same materials to round out the look. I started by creating a basic bodice and sleeve, based off my measurements and the shirt length that I wanted. I recommend this video right here if you want to learn how to do that yourself. I sewed the first prototype, which ended up being a bit loose around the bottom hem. I also didn't like how boxy the sleeves were, so I slimmed them down and lifted the armholes for the second prototype, as well as reducing the width of the body to counteract the looseness. However, I went way too hard and ended up with a tight crop top cutting off my air supply, which you might be into but I'm not. I re-added a bit of the width and decided to crop it just a bit more for the third prototype. Being happy with the basic fit, I'll now start shaping this pattern into the design that I want. I want to work with a raw edge running through the middle of the shoulder, so I'm splitting the pattern here and adding different seam allowances since I will be sewing the raw edge on top instead of inside as normal. The second prominent element will be this mesh, which I want to insert under both the sleeves as well as around the elbow to make that area of the sleeve less stiff. I'll finish it on the bottom with a strip of fabric with raw edges on both sides. Lastly, I'm going to add seam allowances to the center in the front and back, since I want to have the seam running through the center on the outside instead of cutting these bodice pieces on the fold. Here's the final prototype, with this gray fabric representing the mesh. In my next few videos, I'll be sewing this long sleeve, as well as the pants and coat that I just patterned for this full look, so follow me if you don't want to miss that.